Hi, I am Gautam and he is Subramania Bharati. We are pursuing our third year computer science engineering in Stream Molecular Engineering College. And we are here to present about our solution how to migrate an on-premises network to cloud. So Bharati, why can't you start with a short description about cloud computing?
Okay, let's see an overview about cloud computing. Cloud computing is the emerging technology in the field of IT. That is, it enables the users to access a shared pool of resources from anywhere. That is, the resource may be stored anywhere in a remote location area. The user can access the resource through the net. The cloud computing can be quoted as our attention in other hands. Okay, Gautam. As you know, many of the companies are migrating towards cloud. Do you know the reason?
Yes, many of the companies prefer to host their product on cloud. One of the main reasons is that it is really highly scalable and secure. It's also more cost efficient. So these are the reasons that make that most of the companies like to host their products in cloud computing.
Well, while coming to the problem statement, Behman is a company. It launches a product called Movie Star. It offers movie streaming throughout the world. Well, their predictions are within 6 months or a period of 6 months that their demand will get increased. So that their team is planning to move to cloud. Well, for low cost and less efforts. Well, Gautam, is there any constraints regarding this problem?
The company provides a set of constraints to migrate the current architecture to cloud. The constraints are as follows. The distributor must be able to access their product over the internet from anywhere in the world. The distributor must also be able to upload a new movie or remove an uploaded movie. There must also be third-party support to the users. Like the user must authenticate into the product using Google, Facebook and Microsoft accounts. In case of a system failure or a server down, the data loss must not exceed a time period of 24 hours. The company also plans that the migration must be done at low cost and at less administrative works.
Well, coming to the architecture of the current design consists of a SQL Server database and a file share. These two stores the data. It also consists of a movie web service. That is, the user can interact with the movie web service and access the data. Well, the mobile users can directly access the movie web service to access the data, while the browser users could access a website to get the access from the movie web service. Well, while coming to the components of the current design, it consists of 4 components: movie SQL Server database, movie file share, movie web server, and the user's ways to access the application.
So let me speak about movie SQL Server database. This is going to store the metadata of the movies. It's going to store the movie title, producer's name, director's name and cast. It's also going to store the complete path of the movie file where it's going to be stored in file share. When it comes to file share enables the sharing of data over a network to the user. This uses a standard SMB 2.1 protocol which is known as Server Message Work Protocol, which can transmit the movie file from the storage to the user.
Well, while coming to the movie's web server, they are used to access the file. That is, the movie web server acts as an intermediate between the user and the storage. It is nothing but a bridge that connects the user with the storage. Well, Gautam, could you explain briefly?
So, whenever a client requests for a particular movie to the server first accesses the metadata from the SQL Server database. When the metadata has been accessed, the file path of the movie file in file share can be determined. Then, using the file path, the file from the file share can be accessed and it can be streamed to the user.
Well, while coming to the ways to access the application, in general, there are only 2 ways to access the application. One is using the browser support and 2 is using the mobile platforms. It supports all the 3 different mobile platforms such as Android, Windows and Apple. Well, Gautam, there are many cloud distributors like Amazon Web Service and Google. Then why did you choose Azure? In what way is Azure based in these 2?
Azure is a product of Microsoft. Microsoft is one of the leading companies in the world. Microsoft produced one of best security to all their products. So Azure is going to be more secure, it's going to be more cost efficient and it's going to be highly scalable. The project velocity is also going to be very high. Whenever you want to make a change in the source code, it will be reflected immediately in the live websites. It also provides a set of different tools that can be used by the company to improve their product efficiently.
Well, while coming to the migration part, what other services do you include here?
To migrate on-premises network to cloud, we have to incorporate some of the Azure services. They are Azure SQL database, Azure Files, Azure App Services, Azure Media Service and Azure AD Domain Service. So let me speak about Azure SQL database. Azure SQL database is going to be a perfect replacement for SQL Server database. This is going to store the metadata of the movies. we can use Data Migration Assistant, which is a tool of Azure to migrate the content from on-premises to cloud. Some of the advantages of using this is going to be highly scalable. It has high performance and minimal downtime. It has improved usability, and they provide a set of migration tools that can improve the performance and efficiency of the company's product.
Well, while coming to the Azure files, it is easy to make file share in Azure SQL. That is, the Azure files can easily enable the file share option. Here we are using the standard SMB 3.0 protocol. It is nothing but the server message block 3.0. It is more advantageous and optimized when we compare with the rest of the 6 protocols. It's more the main advantage of SMB 3.0 is its security. The other advantages of file share is, well, harmonious in the sense, while migrating the contents of data from the on-premises architecture to cloud, there won't be any breakage in code. Gautam, can you explain about the Azure App Services?
So Azure App Services can be classified into two types. One is going to be Web App Services and other is Mobile App Services. Web App is going to be used for support for browser. We can easily deploy the websites which are already coded into Azure Web App Services. Some of the important advantages of using Web App Services are going to be, it's really easy to deploy our websites into Web App Services. It's really highly available and scalable. The security is very high. When it comes to Azure Mobile App Services, this is going to do the same work done by Azure Web App Services. The only difference in mobile app services is going to be, it's going to provide services to different mobile platforms such as Android, iOS and Windows. One of the main advantages of using these app services is going to be, there will not be any maintenance work for the company. All the maintenance work will be carried out by the Azure itself. So Bharati, do you have any service to stream the video to the users?
Yes, we have. Well, let me talk about the Azure Media Service. The Azure Media Service can be used for live video broadcast. That is, it can manage a wide range of viewers. Consider a number of users accessing the same file simultaneously. It won't lead to any error or system crash. It can manage any number of users accessing the same file at the same time. The other advantages of Azure Media Service are it's of high quality and it's most cost efficient. Well, Gautam, depending on the constraints, we came across a constraint called third-party support. Do you have any service to ensure it?
So to ensure the third-party support to our product, we have a Azure service which is known as Azure Active Directory Domain Service. This enables the third-party support to our product. By using this, we'll be making sure that the users can authenticate into the product using Google, Microsoft and Facebook accounts. It also supports a wide range of operating systems like Ubuntu, Linux and Windows. It also supports a wide range of users, so different users from different parts of the world can access it. So while coming to the architecture, after migrating the network to cloud, we want to use Azure SQL database to store the metadata of the movies and Azure files to store the movie files. We want to use Azure Media Access service to stream the video to the users and web app services to browser support and mobile app services to support the different mobile platforms. And at the end, we want to use Azure AD domain service to provide third-party support to the users. Okay, Bharati, we have moved the architecture to cloud. Can you summarize it with a step-by-step process how to implement this?
Well, okay. While migrating the data from the on-premises architecture to cloud, we may implement the following steps. Number one, we must create an empty Azure SQL database, and by using the DMA, we can transfer the contents from the Azure by using a DMA, we can transfer the contents from the on-premises architecture to cloud. Number two, we can use the, while coming to the implementation process, it includes a series of steps. Number one, we must create an empty Azure SQL database and use the DMA to migrate the data from the on-premises architecture to the cloud. 2. Use Azure files to enable the file share option. Number 3. The Azure Media Service is used for provide live streaming. 4. The Azure Web App is used for ensure browser support. 5. The Azure Mobile App is used to support the different platforms of mobiles like Android, iOS and Windows. The Azure AD Domain Service enables third-party support. Well, Gautam, in what ways that the cloud is advantageous over the on-premises architecture?
This is going to be a very good question, Bharati. Many of them will have the same question. What is the advantages of the cloud network over the on-premises network? It's going to be highly secure. It is a product of Microsoft. So the security is going to be very high. It's going to be cost effective. We have to pay only for what you want to use. If you want to use 50 GB of data for 2 to 3 hours, there is no need that you have to buy the 50 GB of data or pay the amount of 50 GB for a whole day. It's enough if you want to pay amount of 50 GB for the 3 hours which I have used for it. it has high performance, and it's going to be really scalable. Whenever you want to add more data to the cloud, it can be scaled upwards, or if you want to remove data from cloud, it can be scaled downwards. So you can access it from any part of the world just with an internet connection. So when it comes to the end, the suggestion to the company is going to be, it will be better if they want to migrate their current architecture to cloud. The performance of the product can be improved and the efficiency of the product can be improved, and it will be really reliable. So cloud computing is going to be the future of computing, that all the data processing and mining will be done at a remote cloud location, and you'll be given a device where the GUI of the product will be displayed. This is going to be more improved and efficient manner, where all the processing will be done at a remote location. The processing speed will be very high, and only a GUI part will be given to us. So let's see how the network is going to work. So cloud computing will be the future of computing. Thanks for giving this opportunity. Thank you.